Hey, what's up everybody? In this video tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at how to create Whopper candy. All right, these are those chocolate covered malt balls that you can buy. We're going to take a look at how to create those. So in order to get started, let's go ahead and go to create and let's pick on document. All right, so we know that this is Whopper candy. I'll type that in for our document name and let's come down and pick on OK. All right, so once this comes up, we now need to come out and create a sketch. So picking on sketch, we can come into our front view, pick on that. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and move this to our front view using the view cube, and now we can go ahead and get started. All right, so using our dial calipers, we can see that this is going to be a circle, all right, and it's going to have a dimension, it looks like in my case, of like 0.67. That's what I measured for my diameter. All right, so when students first get started with this, they're like the last two. They've been using extrude to create the starburst. Then they use to create the Tootsie Roll, so they automatically think it's going to be extrusion. So let's just go ahead and try this out. Okay, if I green check this, turn this into an isometric view, and now come out and do an extrusion, well, now we're back at the same place that we were at with the Tootsie Roll. So obviously extrusion is not going to work for us. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just close out of this. I don't want to extrude that. All right. All right, so let's just talk about this. We want to get back into our original sketch. We've already finished the sketch, so how do we do it? In order to get back into your original sketch, you're going to be seeing that sketch is over here in the browser. All you have to do is right-click on the sketch and come down and pick on Edit. Now we're back in the original sketch. We can look at this in the front view. All right, so in this case, we're not going to use extrusion. Instead, we're going to use something called Revolve. All right, Revolve is going to require a profile and it's going to require an axis. So let's create our axis. And if you think about this, if we wanted this to revolve around, we're going to need an axis that goes right down the center of our profile. So I'm drawing a line right down the center of it. The thing is, we don't need the entire profile. We only need half of it to revolve around 360 degrees. So what that means for us is we're going to come up here and use something called trim. Looks like the pair of scissors. Now we can come down, come to the left-hand part of our profile. We can pick it to remove it. And now we can see that this is going to be my profile and we're going to use this line as my axis. Okay, once I'm done with this, I'm going to go ahead and green check this, look at this in an isometric view, and now we can come up here and find Revolve. Revolve is going to look like a partially eaten donut. It's right next door to extrude. Okay, so let's pick on Revolve. I'm now going to come in here and pick the center of my profile. And now if we look at the dialog box, it's now going to be requesting that we also select a revolve axis. So if we pick on the red box and now come in here and pick on the vertical line, it's going to revolve that around the full 360. Okay, so maybe we don't want the full revolve. What we can also do is come down here and we can say that we want to do this, in one direction. And then we can specify maybe how many degrees we want that to be. So maybe we only want this to be 180 degrees, okay? And if we pick out of this, okay, we should be seeing that update to that 180 degrees. So it's sort of like a cereal bowl at this point. Or maybe we want like a partial revolve, like it's a watermelon slice or something. We could also do that as well. But in our case, okay, with the Whopper, it's going to be the full 360. So I'm just going to say full on this one. I'm going to go ahead and green check it. All right, in our case right now, we're looking at a Whopper as being an entire solid model. All right, and in reality, it's actually built with two parts. There's a chocolate coating on the outside, and then we have that malt center. But in our case, we're just going to go ahead and call this just one solid model. Okay, so now I can come over here and I can turn off our work planes. And then the last part of this is we need to add a color to it. So I'm going to come in here, double click on this box here in the appearance panel, and now come down and find a good chocolate color. We'll green check it, and now we can retract that appearance panel just by hitting those balloons or those bubbles. Okay, so we're back in here. All right, everything is set and ready to go. We have our Whopper candy. It is a solid model. If I rotate this over, you can see that that is a solid model. And there you go. That's how you create a Whopper candy using Onshape.